So the world's looking pretty good. North Korea's calming down. No ISIS. Unemployment at its lowest in ages. Trump had a great meeting with that Nigerian guy. I think he wrote me a long email once. I sent him 10 grand. Never heard from him again. Wonder what happened. So while the world seems to improve, the media keeps focusing on the worst. The New York Times, get this, they ran an article this week titled, "Happy 200th Birthday, Karl Marx. You were right." Too bad he can't read it. He's dead. But what a strange thing to say. I guess the tribute to John Wilkes Booth wasn't ready yet. And where is the Lizzie Borden centerfold? But as the writer glorifies the dead commie, we here don't believe the Times went far enough. So we created a real salute.
Happy birthday, Karl Marx. You co-wrote the Communist Manifesto, which is right up there with the Unabombers for the best manifesto of all time. Its basic tenet that capitalism leads to class oppression and will eventually be superseded by a socialist order. Sweet! In fact, it was such an awesome idea that a bunch of countries tried it, like Lenin's Soviet Union, featuring mass imprisonment, Mao Zedong's China, with widespread famine, Castro's Cuba, featuring animal-powered farm equipment, and Maduro's Venezuela, toilet paper lines for days, plus a bunch of other countries that don't exist anymore, like East Germany, Yugoslavia, and Czechoslovakia. Talk about a most excellent run. And there's even communist nations still around today, like North Korea, but they won't admit it because it's so successful they don't want to rub it in the rest of the world's faces. So here's to you, Karl Marx. Happy 200th birthday, bro.
Nice. Well done. So, we just whipped that together. So as the world enters an optimistic age, the media still chases words and not deeds. The latest freak out, what Trump said about what Giuliani said about, you guessed it, Stormy.
It was staggering. We keep saying that.
And it's very confusing. I've never seen anything like it.
It is astonishing.
I think this is disgraceful.
It's astonishing.
It's stunning. Just stunning.
That was a disaster.
Other members of the legal team are, and this is not actually a legal term, freaking out.
Hush, hush, sweet Stormy.
What's wrong with these people? You know what they're like? They're like kids who ate all of their Halloween candy in one night. They're just overloaded. They're going to end up with a DTO, which is a Donald Trump overdose. But they can't stop. CNN has had Stormy's lawyer on 60 times in 3 months. He gets more airtime than pollen.
I think it probably will be hard to prove, Anderson. You got to stop interrupting me. The cover-up is really the con. Whoever the attorney is that wrote those 2 tweets is an absolute moron. There's no doubt that he's going to flip. You can try to put lipstick on the pig morning, noon, and night, and it's still going to be a pig, Don. I was stunned. I was speechless. I'm still stunned this morning.
Every day, he's speechless, which is weird because he never shuts up. How is that possible? But fair play to him. He's got CNN in his back pocket, and he won't stop farting. I thought about taking that out. Now remember when it was all about collusion? But now even MSNBC has doubts. This is great.
As for the Mueller investigation, I am very, as an American, as a citizen, I'm fascinated to know what he finds. I'm not so sure that he's going to find the smoking gun of coordination or collusion.
Oh, my God. MSNBC not sure about collusion? That's like Michael Moore not sure about pie. He likes pie. Can't change his mind on pie. So it's Stormy this and Stormy that from people who used to say, who cares? It's only sex. The lesson, if you lose an election, why not sue afterwards? It's the political equivalent of Tanya Harding taking out Nancy Kerrigan. And the media and the Dems are Jeff Gillooly and Sean Eckert. The Dems push the message, the media spreads it, and their collusion broadens. It's a self-perpetuating echo chamber, and the echo is impeach. because there are no democratic ideas to counter Trump's successes. I mean, how do the Democrats top ending the North Korean nuclear threat? What would be their issues? Free health care for MS-13? Horses should be able to marry sheep? I'm for that, actually. Love is love. All right. And so in a sprint, Trump made the world better for 7.6 billion people. And the question plaguing the media's brain, did a rich billionaire playboy lie about sex? I think I can save them a year of programming time and say yes. Next question. Does America care? No. See, you can look at this latest stormy stuff two different ways. One is a lawyer. Trump's allowed to pay a settlement, didn't use campaign funds, nothing to do with collusion. Or you could look at it as a voter. You care more about peace than porn stars, deeds more than words. And Trump's racked up a bunch so far, which brings us to this choice. Do you want a wholesome but inept president who never could have crushed ISIS or figured out North Korea? Or have a cad who crushes ISIS and figures out North Korea? I know what choice I made, and it's the choice America made already. Let us welcome tonight's guests. He's smart and tough like an encyclopedia that can kick your ass. Fox News national security strategist Sebastian Gorka. Oh, yeah. He puts the Terry in military. Retired Green Beret Master Sergeant in strange pants, Terry Shepard. Her BAC is always higher than her BMI. Great joke. National Review reporter Kat Timpf. That was mean? No, it was nice.
Wait, he's not done.
He takes selfies with the Hubble Space Telescope. Former WWE superstar and my massive sidekick, Tyrus. All right, Dr. G, we covered a lot of ground here in this monologue. I want you to what are you thinking about what happened this week? What's the end game here with the media and their attacks on Trump with Stormy? Where are you?
First things first, that little communism is cool thing, as the child of people who lived under communism and escaped, that's probably how we can get the millennials back.
Yes.
That was epic, epic.
Thank you.
The Foundation for the Victims of Communism did a poll recently. 44% of American millennials want to live in a socialist country.
Wow.
More than want to live in a capitalist country.
They should move to Vermont.
So, you know, things have to be done. That kind of video can help us. With regards to this week, you have to listen to what the president said yesterday at the NRA meeting. He relishes this stuff.
Yeah.
I've worked for the guy. This is his fuel.
Right,
yeah?
right.
This is a 71-year-old guy. I'm 47. If I had a quarter of that man's energy at 71, I'd be happy. 3 hours of sleep a night. He doesn't get annoyed by this stuff. It's his fuel. You come at him, he's going to come back at you even harder. So they're going to lose. The Jake Tappers, the Anderson Coopers, they're going to lose.
So you're 47?
Yeah.
I'm 6 years older than you.
Me too.
It's amazing.
We're old.
I thought you were like much older than me.
It's just the beard.
Just the beard, and also you're tall. I always think tall people are older than me. It's like I'm the size of a child. Terry?
They've been growing long. He has more rings if you cut him open.
Yes. Terry would try that, actually. Yeah. All right, Terry, how is the mainstream media going to handle when there's more and more good news?
They're getting crushed. It is funny. About the communism thing and about that poll, that makes sense because that, by the way, is by design. The communists knew, okay, we're not going to beat these guys militarily. We could get them with the educators. And so these guys, this makes sense because the people that are a product of this education system they've been fed this and they don't know any better. When they get in the real world, they're going to figure it out quick enough. Because reality does that. I'm a combat special force guy. Reality does that. And I love the best thing. We were talking backstage. Backstage is where we were. It's backstage. Yeah, the green room.
Get to the point.
No, not in love with your tone. But back there, we were saying that it is so much fun to watch. I call Donald Trump the flashbang candidate. Flashbangs are the grenades we throw in to blow up light, sound, and just we go in and then shoot you because you're stunned. Trump's a flashbang, and it's funny to watch how he has crushed these people, and they needed to be crushed. Dems and Republicans, media and academics, and it's being done by a guy who is callous, thin-skinned, ego-driven, and it's beautiful.
Yeah. He's flash bang, but I'm flash dance.
Yes.
Kat, thoughts on anything?
Look.
All right, I'll keep it to the topic instead of what I was really thinking about. No, there has been a lot of good news, but the media, what it does do is it just doesn't cover it. It just doesn't cover it, because then that would mean they would have to admit that Donald Trump has actually done some good things, which he has. But instead, they just have Stormy Daniels stories on all day long. And I don't understand what they are, because I don't watch it. I know that there's a lot of it. But what are they talking about for so long?
It's amazing.
They hooked up.
Yeah.
He lied about it.
Yeah.
The end.
Yeah, that's
there you go. I just did the whole show.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. No, there's no. I don't understand. They're so shocked. These are people who said during the Clinton era that it's just sex are now just obsessed.
In the Oval Office.
Yes, exactly.
Okay? Not 10 years ago.
Yeah, and not just with a number of people. All right, Tyrus.
Greg.
End this segment with some kind of wisdom.
Well, we're all socialists when we're younger until we get our own money.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
I ain't sharing a damn thing. It's mine. They ain't told no jokes in this chair. Why should I have to give it up? But we're all socialists when we're unemployed on mom's couch. Yeah, share the wealth.
Yeah.
So it's your wealth.
Yeah, no, that's so true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and we saw in Finland, they just retracted that. In Finland, they had that experiment.
Yes.
Yeah, universal basic income.
Fixed income for everybody in the population, whether you worked or not. And guess what? It didn't work.
Yeah.
Speaking of Finland, where did those boots come from? Those
I think they killed a yak.
Yeah. Must have been a pretty yak.
Yes, yes.
That's a good-looking
that's
But
nice.
Tyrus, that's not the problem. The problem is the flare of his pants.
You should see the jacket that goes with it. Yeah, get in that.
Do we have
Get
a
in on
close-up
that.
of Terry's?
This
Terry's
is
got
old
issues.
meets new.
You call it a problem. I call it excellent.
You know, I hope they're flares because you're packing heat at the ankle.
Maybe I am.
Yes.